Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, this is going to be my Instagram Q&A where you can go over to my Instagram and ask me any questions that you want and I'll try and answer them. So if you do want your question asked, just head on over. The link will be in the description box below and you can give me a follow in it and ask me a question. But anyway, let's get started. So the first question asks, is there a noticeable difference between the Canon T6i and the Canon 80D, or is one just specifically better for video? Well, you're right, the Canon 80D is better for video because it does have that better dual pixel autofocus compared to the hybrid autofocus on the Canon T6i. And it's also got that headphone jack, which is really quite useful if you want to be able to monitor your audio. But to me, the Canon 80D is slightly better, especially if you want a bit more of a pro build, because you do have better build quality, it's slightly better weather sealed, and it's also a little bit heavier. So when you do have a larger lens on the front, it's going to be a little bit weighted better. But in terms of actual image quality, there's not going to be a huge difference. They've got very similar 24 megapixel sensors, so both good. But if you are going to be doing video, the 80D is the way to go. So the next question asks, what's your favorite camera? Well, if you've been watching my YouTube channel over the last few years, you've probably noticed that I do talk about this camera quite a lot. It's the Panasonic GM1 and it's the world's smallest interchangeable lens camera. It's a micro four thirds camera and it's absolutely tiny and also looks really cool. Now on the top here, on the front here, I've got the 20mm f1.7 lens, which really makes the big difference because you're going to be getting some really nice bokeh and a really shallow depth of field with this lens, but you're also going to be getting quite a wide field of view. Now, I also do love the Canon 80D and the 70D as well, especially with my new lens, the Sigma 18-35 f1.8. That's also a really nice lens. But yeah, this is my go-to camera for pretty much most occasions, especially when I want to keep things pretty small. Next question asks, are you happy with how YouTube is going for you right now? And is YouTube your only thing that you're doing right now as a job? Well, yeah, I'm actually really happy with how it's going. As you guys have probably noticed, I've really ramped up the level of production and also the amount of videos that I've been making for the last probably 45 days. I've been making a video a day and it's a lot of work, but I really do enjoy it and I've been able to see some really good results. I've just passed 40,000 subscribers and I think I'm just at about 500,000 views for this month, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's my only thing that I'm doing at the moment because you might have known last year I was actually working for Apple. I was a specialist in the Apple store and that was really good, but doing that with YouTube was a lot of work. So at the moment this is all I'm doing and hopefully it's going to be my well, it is pretty much my full-time job now, so I really enjoy it. So the next question asks, if you could buy any camera and lens combination, what would it be? Well, it's really going to come down to exactly what I'm going to be shooting that day. Say if I'm going to be shooting sports, I'd really love to have a 7D Mark II with a really nice lens like the 70-200 f2.8L lens because it's going to be a really fast focusing lens and it just works all the time. But if I'm going to be shooting a portrait or something like that, I love to have maybe a 5D Mark III and an 85mm lens. Going to get some really nice results with that. But if I'm going to be shooting video, you know, an A6300 or even the 80D that I'm shooting on now, it's going to work really well and you don't always have to get the absolute top camera to get the best results. Sometimes you just got to get the camera that works for you. So the next question asks, what do you think is the best walk-around lens for the Sony a6000 that doesn't break the bank, zoom and prime as well? So you're looking for a zoom and a prime. Well, to be totally honest, this would also work for the A6300 as well. The kit lens that comes with it, it's a 16-50mm lens, is a really nice lens. You can get some pretty sharp shots with that, so that's going to be okay, especially if you don't want to break the bank. But I'd also be looking out for the brand new 50mm f1.8 that's just about to come out, because that looks like a pretty good lens. You're going to be able to get some really nice bokeh with it. It's essentially Sony's version of the new Nifty 50. So the next question asks, I don't do any video, should I get the 80D or the 7D Mark II? It's a really good question, and if you don't do a lot of video, the 7D Mark II is probably going to be the better option for most occasions, although you've got to remember that even though you're not going to be shooting video, having that articulating screen on the 80D is a really useful thing to have, especially if you want to shoot, you know, down low or up high, or if you just don't want to be using the viewfinder that much. And also having the touchscreen can be a little bit quicker to use. But if you are going to be shooting sports and wildlife, the 7D Mark II is going to be probably a little bit better. You've got a faster burst rate, you've got better autofocus, especially in your stills mode, and it's a little bit better build quality on that camera. So that are all the Instagram questions for this week, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up because that's always appreciated. And also definitely make sure to follow me on Instagram because I'm actually doing quite a lot of giveaways over there at the moment. Some SD cards, lens mugs and things like that. So I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check out my Instagram. Hope you guys have a fantastic day and I'll see you next time. Bye.